Bramhandopanishad is a very important ancient text because in it all the basics of human life has been explained in detail. For the first time, the questions related to human life were analyzed and solutions to them were found. It has been clearly stated that life is not just something bracketed between birth and death. In total ignorance, we have confined life to a small circle. We think that life commences with the birth and ends with death, but this is not the correct and complete definition of life. This definition does not come out to be true because life is not just what we consider it to be. This is merely a part of the complete life process. Even before the present life, we must have existed. We may have been present on the earth itself or in heaven. We may have been in human forms or as spirits. The body exists only for a limited time period, but life is something which exists free of the shackles of a physical form. We had a life even before this birth, and it will continue even after we die. It is very unfortunate that we are not capable enough to see our previous births and that we do not have such powers to see what shall happen to us after the present lifespan ends. Suppose we are in a room which is 10 feet long and a long rope passes through this room. Sitting in it, we shall only be able to see 10 feet of the rope, even though it may be 10 times longer. But unfortunately, we consider only this part of rope which we see to be the complete rope, when in fact the two ends of the rope may be several feet away from the two doors of the room. Similarly, we consider what we see of life to be complete, whereas life existed before the present birth and shall continue even after death. The Shastras say that body is perishable. When the clothes become old and worn out, they are thrown away and new clothes are obtained. Similarly, when the body becomes weak, infirm and old, then the soul leaves that body and takes new birth. But life continues. It was there when the former body existed, and it is still there in the new body. Even the thoughts and experiences of the previous life are connected with the present life, and even the memories and events of the former are linked with the present life. But unfortunately, we do not remember all of them. This is why we consider our previous lives to be separate and the present life to be complete in itself. If we wish to understand life, if we wish to unravel all its subtle mysteries, then it would be necessary to know about our previous lives, because our present life is a part of all our previous ones. This is very much true that the cause of all our gains, losses, happiness, sorrows and ailments lies in the previous births. Our spouses in the present life must also have been linked with our previous life. The wife, daughter, son, lover, friend or foe in our present lives must have been there in the previous life, and they must have been related to us in some way or the other, and the kind of relation we had with them in the previous life could determine why we are so linked up with them in the present. It may be that your husband or wife may not have been your spouse in your previous life, or that he or she may have been your staunch enemy. It may be that your wife in the present life may have been acquainted to you. You may have deceived her and caused harm to her. She may not have been able to retaliate at that moment, and hence she may have entered your present life as your wife. And the constant disagreement, quarrels and ill will between you two may be a part of the revenge which she is now taking.